how many female inmates have been sexually assaulted by...
Really, they'd have a great time. How many are there total?
You don't do this sort of thing much, do you?
How much do you know about this?
Not much.
Allegedly.
You don't do much, do you?
Don't get out much, do you?
Get out much, do you?
Dumpy, do you know how much?
You don't like women much, do you, Jill?
You don't like soldiers much, do you?
Nej, jeg forstår det.
Do you hate me that much?
Do you know how much? Because of your sister, Tony now knows we're coming after him. Do you know how much danger this puts our family in?
We're in.
You come into this house and bring up the Jets? Do you know how much disappointment I have had to live with from the Jets? You coming after him. Do you know how much danger this puts our family in?
We're in.
And I have found out subsequently that Lewis was using an illegal putter.
How much do you want this?
How do you know so much about?
You understand that much? Yes. Well, feel it.
What do you need?
See, how much mutton do you...
How much do you have left?
How much attention do you need?
How much water do you... How much guilt do you feel?
do you know how much you...
How much do you love me?
How much plutonium do you want?
They don't do much, you know.
Do I displease you so much?
How much preparation do you need?
How do you know so much?
How much do I owe you?
Do you always sweat this much?
What do you think? Too much?
How much longer do you think?
Why do you drink so much?
You don't really do much parenting.
Do you know much about voodoo?
What do you have?
Do you know how much honey...
Do you go out much?
Do you know how much honey a honeybee produces in its lifetime?
Oh, sure.
How much do you love her?
How much glitter do you have?
And you do so much work.
Like coffee?
Not much. You do too much for me.
How much do you see him?
How do you know so much?
How much do you love Harvey?
How much alcohol do you consume?
Why'd you read so much? You like movies?
Do you know how much Botox is? Do they sacrifice as much as you do?
You could do so much better.
Why do you care so much?
Yes, Rachel. Why do you care so much?
You don't say much, do you?
You don't cockle much, do you?
How much do you know?
How much do you know?
You don't miss much, do you?
So much to do, so much to complete.
Thank you, but I don't eat much meat.
When we find a body, it's either skinny or stinky, depending on how much meat there is on the bones.
I don't listen to that much music.
It is a long time since we saw so much meat all in one piece. You wear too much makeup, but you ain't ugly, kid. Why do you wear so much makeup?
I just got carried away being an outlaw. Had too much fun.
Dude, you will have so much fun.
I've been having so much fun, I forgot to take my medicine.
You don't say much, do you?
How much do you take?
How much do you know?
You don't say much, do you?
How much do you...
Do you dream much, Will?
You smoke. You said you smoke. How much do you smoke?
How much do you hate him? How much?
What time do you need?
Not much.
Do you read much? How much do you weigh? How much do I weigh?
Do you draw much? What is it you need?
Time. Professor, as much as you can get me.
Do you hear from the others much? From the Order?
The order's finished. You know who's won.
Right. What is it? We don't know.
Where is it?
We don't know that either. I realise it's not much to go on.
That's nothing to go on.
He also told me you'd likely be hacked off if you ever found out I had it. But ask yourself, where would you be if I didn't? But ask yourself, where would you be if I didn't?
With a Horcrux he never meant to make.
That much has always been clear to those of us who have studied wand lore.
It was just destroyed many moments ago by none other than Voldemort himself.
He's lied to many people.
Another swore to destroy it many years ago. A strange boy with a strange name.
He defiled it with dark magic!
I know that many of you will want to fight. Some of you may even think that to fight is wise. But But this is folly.
That's right.
Luna is kind, unlike so many of the others.
I know that many of you will want to fight. Some of you may even think that to fight is wise.
Many of you are surely wondering why I have summoned you at this hour. It's come to my attention.
And next time, Hermione, as much as I like your perfume, just don't wear any.
My brother sacrificed many things, Mr. Potter, on his journey to find power, including Ariana.
As for the third brother, Death searched for many years but was never able to find him.
He came in the night. He took many things, including the locket.
Why can't I drink it, sir?
Because I'm much older, much cleverer, and much less valuable.
But there were two, weren't there? Where's the other one?
Creature doesn't know where the other locket is.
Yes, but did you ever see it?
It's your job, Harry, to make sure I keep drinking this potion. I'd make me forget why I'm here. I'd cause me so much pain that I beg for relief. You know, at times, I forget how much you've grown.
Sir.
In order to gain passage, payment must be made. Payment intended to weaken any intruder.
You should have let me, sir.
Oh, no, Harry. Your blood's much more precious than mine. Once again, I must ask too much of you, Harry.
Have you ever considered that you ask too much, that you take too much for granted? Has it ever crossed your brilliant mind that I'd...
Well, I don't suppose it's going to do him much good now, is it?
My thoughts. Okay, I was gate crashing. Happy?
It's just you can't break an unbreakable vow. I'd work that much out for myself, funnily enough.
I cared too much about you. Whereas after all you've suffered, I didn't want to cause you any more pain. I cared too much about you.
You're just flourishing your wand too much. Try it like this. Expelliarmus!
I see him so much in you, Harry. You are so very much alike.
Do you ever stop eating? Because if it's just you alone, you're not as much of a threat.
Thanks. Seems you're about the only ones that do.
Well, if I were you-know-who, I'd want you to feel cut off from everyone else. Because if it's just you alone, you're not as much of a threat.
I want you to write, I must not tell lies.
How many times?
If I am proud of anything, it is of how much you have learned this year.
You mean they're gonna kill him?
No, it's worse. Much worse. They're going to...
It's cruel that I got to spend so much time with James and Lily and you so little.
Harry, look at you. You look so much like your father, like James. We were the best of friends, you know.
You know, your father never set much store by the rules either, but he and your mother gave their lives to save yours.
That's one nasty dementor.
Oh, no. That was a boggart, Harry, a boggart. The real thing will be worse, much, much worse. The real thing will be worse, much, much worse.
How much?
Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot and Prongs. are proud to present the Marauders map.
We owe them so much.
Well, so much for the easy part. You see, the incantation alone is not enough.
You're more like them than you know, Harry. In time, you'll come to see just how much.
Your rules? Exactly how many classes are you taking this term?
A fair few.
Any theories on how he might have managed it?
Many, each as unlikely as the next.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Does it hurt? That... not so much now.
Miss Delacour. She's as much a fairy princess as I am.
I don't have much time, Harry, so let me get straight to it.
The body must be moved, Dumbledore. There are too many people.
Isn't there any security or...
Loads, according to Dad. That's what worried them so much. It's happened right under their noses.
But first, which of you can tell me how many unforgivable curses there are?
3, sir.
And they're...
After all, your story is one I've heard so many times.
As the council is very much aware, I've given evidence on this matter. Severus Snape was indeed a Death Eater, and prior to Lord Voldemort's downfall, turned spy for us at great personal risk.
How much further?
Not far.
You could have died! You could have been seen!
The Ministry restricts their territory much more. They're going to have a full uprising on their hands.
Hagrid.
It's not much, but it's home.
In a few minutes, Ginny Weasley will be dead, and I will cease to be a memory. Lord Voldemort will return. Very much alive.
It's true, Harry. You possess many of the qualities that Voldemort himself prizes. Determination, resourcefulness, and if I may say so, a certain disregard for the rules.
Broken? There's no bones left!
Much more flexible, though.
Of the many fearsome beasts that roam our land, none is more deadly than the basilisk.
For many months now, my new target has been you.
Of the many fearsome beasts that roam our land, none is more deadly than the basilisk.
You know I don't goil. I told you yesterday. How many times do I have to tell you?
Well, naturally the school has been searched many times.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Back again, Harry? I see that you, like so many before you, have discovered the delights of the Mirror of Erised.
Dobby has heard of your greatness, sir, but never has he been asked to sit down by a wizard like an equal.
You can't have met many decent wizards, then.
I mean, how many people wander around with dragon eggs in their pocket?
Harry Potter, you must leave. You are known to many creatures here.
Not many first-year students could take on a fully grown mountain troll and live to tell the tale.
My scar keeps burning.
As such, I don't expect many of you to appreciate the subtle science and exact art that is potion-making.
Aren't they wonderful, darling?
How many are there?
36.
If Harry and Ron hadn't come and found me, I'd probably be dead.
5 points will be awarded to each of you. For sheer dumb luck.